Going well, Gary. Thank you. We're closing out our presentations of the partner agencies that have been coming in. We have 2 more this week, and then we'll get the campaign going starting next month.
Again, if you would, for our listeners, talk a little bit about that process.
We have approximately 15 community volunteers that go out and meet with our partner agencies that have requested funding. And then the agencies come in and do presentations for this group. And then we rate them according to the need and according to their requests, and then eventually get to our goal and look at how we're going to allocate and distribute those funds. So that's been really a nice, well-done process.
It seems like that would be such a difficult task.
Well, it is, particularly now with the need as great as it is in our community. Of course, many of these agencies have great need, and they're coming out of the COVID situation. And so we hope that we can raise the money to support all of them.
Okay, how are things going with the goal?
Well, we haven't really kicked off the campaign yet. We're actually going to do that on August 3rd at a Lumber Kings game. We have our volunteers are being rallied now to go out and raise the money in the community, and Brent Albrechtson from Edward Jones is our campaign chair for this year, and so we're rallying the troops as we speak.
All right, very good. Now you got Matt Parbs with you today, and why do we have Matt in studio with us, besides the fact that he's a great interviewer?
One of our funding agencies is the Sawmill Museum, and so Matt is here to talk a little bit about the programs that we fund and help support.
Okay, Matt, so how does the United Way help you out?
Yeah, so a few years back, we started as a one-time funder, as a kind of a trial thing to kick off what we were calling like Toddler Thursdays, and it's turned into Early Childhood Playgroup. A little bit more formal name, and there's a little bit more overlap of the target audience. But basically, the first and third Thursdays of the school year, we offer a free hour from 10 to 11 on Thursdays to basically provide a chance for toddlers to come in, and it's based off of a method called peer mediation. Basically, neurodiverse and neurotypical toddlers need to interact together before they get to kindergarten to try to develop some social and some play skills and some language skills. And so the museum is just a great setting. It's very laid back. And so we then applied and have become, as he was mentioning, part of the partner agency. So we go through the formal application process and do the one-on-one interview, and then the partner interviews where you go down to U.S. Bank and all that. And you've got really, really awesome community members that make up the review team. So, we've got a few that, really, really have great feedback and ideas too, like outside of the funding. Their kids or grandkids do similar programs around the Midwest. And that's really one of our kind of goals with the program too, is the only other place to offer this is like the Family Museum in Bittendorf. They do a Toddler Thursday, and other children museums do. So it's a way to provide that service here in Clinton. So it's kind of evolved from there, and it's really, we obviously took 2020 off. So we're excited to kick it back off in September and October. And, it's really cool to see the families that come in, and they all become kind of our next generation of visitors. And so, I think we've got 2 kids for sure that we just finished a summer camp that started out, that's how long we've been doing it, as Toddler Thursday kids. And now they're in our summer camp program as they're in elementary school. So
how do these toddlers get involved? I mean, how do you decide who's going to be involved in this program?
Basically, you don't have to RSVP or whatever. You'll see it. We'll release all the information on Facebook, and you just show up the first and third Thursday at 10 o'clock or whatever. And it's a free hour of play. As the AEAs helped out with it, and as they like to say, the museum is just a perfect setting to create that social play, and that's the real key to it. Is you're going to be coming to an environment with other toddlers and parents, and so there's a lot of interaction, and it really creates a good social network. And so they come back and back and back and back, and and whatnot. So
Again, visiting with Matt Parbs. Now, you said you took 2020 off for obvious reasons, but have you done anything in 2021 at all, or are you waiting for the beginning of the school year this fall?
yeah, so this goes from basically like October to May. So once the school year gets kicked back off and started, this program runs with the school year.
So now, do you run that, or who's all in charge
Yep.
with
So
this?
we do it with some volunteers, and in the years past, it's been the AEA still working out a few things there. So that's the area education agency. But they still hopefully come in and do some things, and they bring in different content experts. So they've got language specialists, and some of their clients they'll bring in. But most of the people are just everyday Clintonians and whatnot that come in. And so yeah, we do lead it. It's kind of semi-structured. You come in, you sign in. We got a lot of paperwork for different agencies that we give out. You play for a bit, and then there's generally some sort of activity to close out the day, and whatnot. So it is very structured, but it's structured. Yeah. So we're out there, and we're trying to make sure, since you asked, right? Kindly tell parents, no cell phones. You're getting the kids to share and interact. We've got lots of special play toys we bring out that require kids to work together and things like that. So, but we don't say, hey, from 12:05 to 12:10 we play with the sandbox. It's like, nope, you run from the sandbox to the cabins, to the water table, to the video game, to the train table, and that kid runs his little heart out, and then they calm down and things like that. So yeah, but that is also part of the whole experience. And so we're there just making sure that people are flowing into each other and not away.
I'm trying to picture this in my mind, and to me, it would always be like trying to herd cats. I mean, how does it go sometimes?
Well, luckily, it's pretty easy because the kids can't read. And so they're 3, so they don't go into the history section. So they stay in this one general back L. So you got the water table and the cabins. So that is where they spend most of their time, and whatnot. So it is actually not that hard, especially, yeah. But like I said, when they get to the side, you just kind of go walk and say, oh, hey, look at the kids. He's playing with the trains. You want to go help him, make a train track or whatever, and just those casual nudges. And so we do a lot of nudging.
And again, the United Way benefits this. So make a plea for those people who have not given to the United Way in the past. Maybe when this next campaign rolls around, they might want to do so.
Yep. One of the ways I summarize this is if you're thinking of buying a membership, for $80 to the museum, you can just give it to the United Way. If you are planning to come to the Sawmill Museum on Thursdays for Toddler Thursdays, and that's a great way to support the United Way and us. But that's basically what you're doing is provide, and the United Way provides that free hour, and a little bit of the marketing. So it's a great gift to the United Way, and what we're trying to do, right, is their goal is 3rd grade literacy, and so if you're getting these toddlers better equipped when they go into elementary school, kindergarten, with some social and language skills. You just hope that you're starting the process just a little bit earlier.
Okay, we got about 2-3 minutes left in the program. Just a quick plug for the Sawmill Museum. Talk about your hours and what's been going on there.
Yep, so we're open 7 days a week, Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 6, Sunday from 1 to 5, Monday 1 to 6. We're down at the end of Main Avenue. Our big thing is our 10th anniversaries in October. We got all sorts of activities in the works: chainsaw artists, blacksmiths, puppet shows, magic shows, doing a big thing in October. And right now it's Ragbri. So.
That's right. You're involved with that as well. Greg, again, if people want to participate in the United Way campaign, help you out a little bit, how can they do that?
Sure. Thank you. ClintonUnitedWay.org, the website, and by calling 242-1209.
And again, we have our golf tournament for the United Way coming up on Friday, August 6th. It'll be our 31st annual event. We're going to be at the Fulton Country Club. It's gone over very well over there.
Yeah, thanks for doing that. The support related to the golf outing. Hope to see everyone out there.
All right. Thank you both for coming in today.
This
Keep it on the down low here.
is the Dan Patrick Show.
The American League has won their 8th straight. If you look at the target demo, of what Major League Baseball caters